Our colleagues in BBC Arabic have been following developments closely. They have been in touch with people on the ground all over Egypt. Anne-Marie Tomczak went into the World's newsroom to hear more about BBC Arabic's coverage of the situation there.
Hello from the Arabic newsroom. I'm here in the interactive section of the newsroom, and this is where the teams work across radio, online and television to have interactivity with their audiences. And one of those programmes is Talking Point, which is the Arabic equivalent of World Have Your Say. And Mahmoud and Samir both work on that programme. Mahmoud, you produced the programme. What have you been hearing so far this week from your viewers?
A lot, hundreds of comments about different angles of Egypt. We started this week with talking about the principle of ending the sitting in. Even if there is violence, even if there is death, some people accept the principle, some people were against it. This was before yesterday. Yesterday we discussed what happened. As we know, hundreds of people were killed. Up to now, more than 500 people were killed during the ending of sitting in. People are very, very polarized and divided about it. Some people say it was the price we have to pay to end the sitting in Egypt. Others say it's too much. We cannot accept this high price to end the sitting in. There were other ways to end it. And moreover, some people see the whole thing is as a coup by the military. So they say the coup has no right, the people who did the coup has no right to end the sitting in, which is completely illegal. So they are very, very polarized about what happened in Egypt.
Samir, as the presenter of the programme, when you're hearing so many polarised views, is it difficult to moderate that and still maintain a cohesive programme that can go out on air?
Sometimes it is. Emotions are running very, very high at the moment, but sometimes the callers, they restrain themselves. They know that this is a forum for debate, hopefully intelligent debate and discussion. So it is hard when it gets out of hand, but most of the time I think it just makes for an incredibly rich discussion.
How important is it that the people's voices are heard?
I think it's very, very important because they're not only discussing the issue amongst themselves, they're also discussing with the politicians on the show. So they get to ask them questions, they get to directly grill the politicians and to feel involved in this national discourse that's happening in Egypt.
Mahmoud, what's coming up on the programme today?
Today we are discussing the impact of the international condemnation of what happened in Egypt on the Egyptian government and on the international powers which have a very strong relations with Egypt, like Washington. And also we will listen from an Egyptian professor who lives in London, studying in Sheffield, and who is completely pro the government and think they have all the right to do what they did.
So lots and lots of voices on today's programme, but I presume you're going to be thinking about what's next, what lies ahead for Egypt.
Tomorrow we are discussing is there any chance of national agreement now or national reconciliation after what happened in Egypt, after killing hundreds of protesters. Is there any chance for reconciliation? This is our program tomorrow.
Well, do stay tuned to BBC Arabic to watch those programmes. And I have been talking to the user-generated content hub, which looks at images and video footage that comes in from eyewitnesses. Now, we have some pictures that came in from Alexandria. They're too violent to broadcast. We've also seen some pictures coming in from Giza of a government building, an attack on that. So lots of pictures coming in from outside of Cairo as well. And I'm sure we'll be seeing lots of developments over the next few days. Back to you.
Anne-Marie Tomczak there.